Good afternoon, it's the 19th of February 2026 and we're at 106S at 883 Collins Street, Southbank. We're just doing the final inspection, looking at the front door. Just notice there's some marks at the bottom of the door and also the carpet needs to be vacuumed. Going inside. The back of the door has got some marks on it which need to be cleaned off. Door closure and door lock and handle are intact. There's also some marks on the wall that need to be cleaned off. There's also some residue that needs to be removed as well. There's also some marks on this wall that need to be cleaned. And just some dirt that needs to be cleaned, and also there's some marks on this wall as well. Yeah, the ceiling lights are working. There are some scratches on the floor. And could do with a little clean. Looking at the built-in cupboard, there are some little dirt marks on the front of the door. Looking inside, all the shelves are intact, door hinges intact, all clean and no issues. Going into the bathroom, looking at the floor first, there is some dirt in the grout. Looking down, there's also some hair on the floor. There's also some hair at the back of the toilet. There's also a crack in the toilet. That inside the toilet is clean. There are some white marks on the cistern. Sink is clean, tap is clean, and working, could be cleaned at the top. The bench does have some marks on it, could be cleaned. The mirror is clean, and inside is also clean and no issues. All shelves are intact, hinges are intact, no damage. Looking at the walls, the tiled walls are clean, although I've just noticed a little mark here. Tile rails are all intact. A little mark there needs to be cleaned off. Looking at the back of the door is all clean. Hook intact. There is some marks up on the top which could be cleaned. Door handle intact. There's also some hair behind the door that needs to be cleaned. Towel rail intact. Looking at the shower screen is all clean, free of soap scum. Looking inside, the grout does need to be cleaned. And the tap could also do with a clean. Saucepan is clean, ceiling's clean, lights are working. Maybe I'll go out. Look at the ceiling, all clean, lights are working. Look at this wall. Now looking at the kitchen, the floor. All cupboards are clean, hinges are intact and no damage. The sink could use a bit of clean. Tap is working. It's just a little mark on the wall. Bench is clean. There are just some marks here that could be cleaned. The cabinet here has broken, needs to be put back on. That's why it's got the tape. Inside, all clean. Although inside this cupboard door needs to be cleaned, it's got drip marks on it. Also looking at these cupboards, there are some marks on the front of the doors that could be wiped over. It's hard to tell. There's also some marks there. Looking at the drawers, dishwasher is all clean, no issue. Oven is clean. Stovetop is clean, although there are some small little marks that could be cleaned. Splashback is clean, although there are some little white marks that could be cleaned off. Fridge cavity, cupboards, all hinges intact. Looking at the ceiling, all lights are working, no issue. I'm just looking at the laundry. There are some marks in the grout which could be cleaned, and also on the wall. The sink could also be cleaned, and there's also some dust on the bench that could be cleaned. Looking at the wall, there is also some marks on the walls that could be cleaned. Room. Quickly looking at the floor, there are some scratches. Walls are clean. I've checked all the blinds, they're all in good working order. All the cords are anchored to the walls. All lookouts. All in good condition. Or there are some wear and tear on this blind. There is also some dust on the window sills that could be cleaned. And there's also marks on the walls that could be cleaned. Looking at this wall. Some scuff marks. Along this wall. Then we'll go into the bedroom. On the front of the bedroom door there are some scuff marks that could be cleaned off. Door handle intact. Carpet has been steam cleaned. No issues or stains. Walls are clean, there are just some scuff marks. Check the blinds, they are clean, although there are some small little marks that could be cleaned. Walls are clean, just with minor scuff marks. Wardrobe doors also have some marks that just could be cleaned off. They are hard to tell in the video. There's some tape on the wall, I'm not quite sure what that is for. That needs to be removed. Looking inside. Just some scuff marks on the walls, carpet is clean, no damage. Some scuff marks. Rail intact and shelf intact. Looking at the other side, it's all clean and no damage. And now we'll just look at the ceiling. All lights are working, no damage and no issues. Now we go outside to the balcony. The floor could use with a mop, but walls are clean, windows are clean. There is some cobwebs which can be cleaned off. And this is the view. Thank you for watching.